All right, are we ready to get started, everyone? Hello? Good morning. Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm a ProjectDoxaholic. Somebody told me to start with a joke, so. I want to welcome everyone to Osceola County and the first ever ProjectDox user group. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you being here. My name is Jeff Wood. I have been with the county for about 9 years. Been using ProjectDox since 2007. I'm going to be co-hosting this event with Tim Anger. Tim Anger is the document management supervisor in community development. And actually, block your ears. Tim is really the success behind ProjectDox. To have someone down in the front lines, making sure everyone is using it correctly, being there to answer questions, it's really important, I think, for jurisdictions to have someone like that down there that can force things down the right direction. So again, thank you for coming. We have people from all over here today. I'm not sure if someone's here from Texas, but they signed up. We have Texas, someone from Indiana University, Lee and Leon County out in Tallahassee, City of Miami Beach, and everywhere in between. We're actually streaming this event live on the internet, so everybody who can't be here, we appreciate you being here. And I want to make sure that I thank Evolve Software. They have been extremely supportive throughout everything since day one. And for this event, I know a users group is supposed to be run by the users, and they've allowed us to actually do that. They've just supported us, backed us, helped us monetarily put this together, and not force their way or force their ideas through this. And particularly Bill, who's out the front. Bill, I've been in contact with him. Tim and I, probably 100 conference calls over the last 4 or 5 months. So thank him on the way out, or tonight when you're at dinner. So the response for this has been awesome. I don't know if anyone has been to regional conferences before or user conferences, but I've been to quite a few, and typically I see about 20 people, maybe 30 people at the conference, and we had a huge response. Actually, I believe 62 or 60 people signed up, so it's really been wonderful. And I have a little bit of information that I have to go over, and everybody knows, I'm sure a lot of you are government employees. This county is in business today, so if you could be aware of that, keep the noise down. Only about 30 to the elevator at once. Bathrooms, if you go out the doors, you can go right or left, either side. They're available on every floor. And lunch will be held outside, right next to the old courthouse building. We'll walk out, and there'll be signs directing us to it. But lunch is Panera Bread. They're catering the event, so courtesy of Evolve Software. So at 12, we'll go ahead and walk out there, and it'll be all set up and be able to enjoy the Florida weather. And while you're in the conference, if you could silence your phones. If they vibrate, just get up and walk out, and or ignore it, whatever you want to do. And we have a full schedule for the next 2 days. We hope to have some fun, collaborate, meet some people and network, share experiences, learn a little bit, and we hope to come together as a user group. So we're going to have some discussions later today and tomorrow about where we want to go with the user group. And then most important, we want to have some fun. So let me just give you a brief history of Osceola County and how we came about to have a relationship with ProjectDox. Back in 2006, we, like everybody else, we had money, and we had a building director that wanted to do digital plan submission. He was bent on it. This is what we're going to do. And he actually assigned Jose Ramos back there, who's in our development review department now. They assigned him to go out and find something, figure out what somebody else is doing. So he went out and looked around and found that really no one's doing this. There was Hillsborough County and I think Flagstaff, Arizona, that were they were doing some kind of digital submission, but it was all PDF workarounds, FTP sites, and so again, 2006, we had money. Jose and a couple other people went out to the Excel user conference in San Diego and met up with Evolve Software, or at that point it was Informative Graphics. So they met up with them, came back, and a couple months went by, and I believe, Cindy can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was just about the very last day of 2006 when we purchased ProjectDox, 31st. Yeah, and I think what we were trying to do is they were just about to break off from Informative Graphics and go to Evolve Software, so we had to get in before the bell. So come maybe the first week of January, I got contacted and I was told that, you know, this guy, Gregory, this guy's coming in town on February 24th, and he's going to set up the 2 servers with ProjectDox. And I was, 2 servers? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what this ProjectDox thing is. So anyways, I got Gregory on the phone. We worked out the servers, and this is kind of where all the working together started. You know, we didn't have time to get 2 servers, and I think Gregory brought up the idea. I don't know if you have virtual servers or not, but we can go ahead and do that. So, I mean, just like that, we turned around and like I said, they were very flexible. Gregory was very flexible. Said, yeah, we'll support that. We got that up and running, and middle of February, Gregory came down and did the setup, did some training, and what happened was we went through a couple demos and we realized that we can do anything with this, and it was a big problem for us. You know, you can do everything. Well, what are you going to do? Well, we'll just do everything. And we started having meetings, and you know, we can do this, and we can do the special events. We can do every kind of permit under the sun, and we quickly realized that we gotta pick something and go with it. And so we actually picked the building plans review process that was pretty ironed out already. We duplicated that process and worked with Gregory. Found out a lot about Gregory. Apparently, he doesn't sleep in the day or the night. Tim and I learned to manipulate him early on. All you have to do is challenge him. And there was one time when we had in our workflow that, you know, what happens is a plan comes in and it gets shotgunned out to all the plans reviewers. And what we wanted was if it went out to 4 people that did the same plans review, and one of them picked up the project, we wanted the other 3 guys to be dropped off. And so we called him on a Friday and said, we got this idea, can we do this? And he goes, man, I don't know. And we're like, well, whatever. Maybe you can't do it. And he calls us up Monday morning and he says, I got good news and bad news. You wrecked my weekend, but I got it working. So it's been kind of like that ever since day one with Gregory. Like I said, he doesn't sleep at all. I think his application just said, I will not sleep. And they hired him. We've come in the morning, and Tim and I have gotten emails from him at 2 o'clock, 4:30, 7:30, and we have a conference call with him at 9. So I don't know. Maybe there's 2 of them. I'm not sure. They shift off, sleeping in the day and the night. Yeah. So we started out with that small group on. We went live with the beta testing July 31st, 2007, and you know, we started out with just the building plans review and a minimal review. It was just those building plans reviewers that were doing the review. And on September 24th, 2007, we actually went live. We pulled in a couple contractors, showed them how to do it, and they were perfectly fine with it. They're actually happy to save some money on paper and you know, a little bit of time and have better communication. But after 2007, we slowly started to involve more of the different review areas. You know, Toho Water, school board, health department, environmental. So there came a time when every single person who touched a building permit was on ProjectDox and reviewing that through ProjectDox. So, and now we have stretched out to the Development Review Department, Planning and Zoning, and we hope to go to Public Works in the next 6 months to a year, depending on priorities. Hi, Deborah. So throughout all of this, once again, Evolve Software has been supportive. They've been open to suggestion. There's been many times when Tim and I have been in conference calls with Ron and Dwayne, and Tim being in the front line would say, it'd be really nice if this did this. This would help us out so much, and they would listen. And 2 releases later, there's that thing that we talked about. So we really appreciated having that relationship and that response that we get that we really don't get with many other software companies. Actually, I don't know of any. So that kind of brings me to my last point, that I really believe in Evolve Software. I believe in ProjectDox, and if I didn't, I wouldn't be up here. So that's why I'm a ProjectDoxaholic. So thank you all again for participating in the first ProjectDox user conference in the history of the world.